everybody, for this video I'm going to be showing you how to do an intermediate level friendship bracelet. So if you haven't already seen, we've already posted a video about the basic friendship bracelet. So this is kind of the next step. For this video I'm using 3 different colored strings. It's up to you if you want to use more, or you can use the same colors, different amounts of strings. But for this video I took 3 different strings and I measured them to about my arm's length, and I actually did my arm's length twice, so it's 2 lengths this long. And then I'm also going to be using some duct tape, so keep watching and I'll show you how to do this bracelet. So to start this bracelet, I'm putting the ends of my string together so that I can find the very middle of the string, and right here is the center. I'm going to tie a knot right here so that we can have a little loop. To do that, I'm going to take 2 fingers. With my thumb I'm going to hold it down and I'm going to wrap it around my fingers, and right here where they cross, that's where I'm going to tie my knot. So I'm just going to put that loop through the middle and pull it tight. And then I'm going to take my piece of tape, and this is going to help me keep my bracelet flat while I'm doing it. I'm going to put this tape above the knot, so that way I can start with my string right here. And I know we've got 2 of every color, so this part is just important for me to kind of figure out the pattern that I want to do. I really think I'm just gonna do 1 color at a time, and even though I've got 2 strings of every color, I'm still going to put them in a pattern so that it's 1 color at a time. So I'm just going to separate them a little bit. With this bracelet, it's really important to keep all your strings really organized. Because of the way that we're gonna be doing the knots, it's really easy to get tangled. And so for me, I'm gonna do the yellow, the green, the purple. And so then I'm just gonna do yellow, green, and then purple again. So to start, this is the same knot as we did as you would normally do for just a basic friendship bracelet. If you want a little bit more help with that type of knot, you can look back at the, I guess the beginner level bracelet that is also up on this channel. So to start, I'm gonna use this yellow string first, and I'm gonna make a number 4 shape. So using this green string, I'm gonna take this yellow and just go like this. If you see, there's a number 4 right here. And I want to lay this on top of the green so that I can go under and inside the middle of my 4, and then pull the yellow string all the way through. And because mine are kind of long, it's just gonna take a while to pull it through and it looks like a mess. So then I'm gonna take the green one and keep it tight so that I can put that yellow all the way up here and tighten the knot. You don't want it so tight, but just enough that it'll keep everything where it's supposed to do. And I like to put 2 knots on the same string to kind of make our stitch. So here I go again with my green and the number 4. I'm gonna go under the green and then inside the 4 and then pull it through. And then I'm gonna pull it tight like this. So now that I've done that green string, I'm kind of moving it aside because that'll be the next one on the outside. And so then I'm gonna confine this purple one that was next, and I'm gonna do it again, the same thing, my number 4, but using the purple this time. So there's that shape. And then I'm gonna go under the purple and inside the middle, and then pull it all the way through, and then tight, and then another one. And you can see, even though I'm gonna be doing it a little bit faster with my fingers right here, I'm using my thumb to pull that number 4 shape so that I can go a little bit faster and I don't have to put everything back down on that table again, because bracelets take a little bit of time. So then I've done that purple one. So next in my pattern was this yellow one, which has got a little tangled. Okay, so yellow is next. At least that's how I want to do it. You guys can do any pattern you want. Oops, everything got jumbled. Okay, so hold this one tight. Oh, I got a little mixed up right here. Okay, and now I pull this one tight, and I'm gonna do it again all the way across like that. And then next is green, So I'm basically taking this yellow string that started on over here on that side of the pattern of the bracelet, and I'm just doing knots until it gets all the way clear to the other side. So if you see now, I'm doing my last string on this purple. I'm taking my number 4, going under the bracelet, pulling it through, and there's a lot of it, so okay, tighten it, and then one more, pulling it all the way tight. So now that is the end of my first row. So every time that I do that, now that I finish that yellow one, I'm gonna leave it over here and keep everything in the order that I want it to be. And I'm gonna do this green one. So now because the purple one is here, I'm gonna take this green and do my number 4, and I'll keep going all the way across. It'll start to give me those diagonal lines. So now that I've got a little bit of this going, I wanted to talk to you guys about actually doing it backwards. So right now our diagonal lines are moving from the top left to the bottom right. But what if you wanted to do it the other way? So for this video, I'm going to tie a knot right here to pretend like it's the start, but if you are wanting to keep going, go ahead, you can skip this part. So I'm just gonna really quick tie a knot right here. Nope, not really quickly, I guess. Okay, why can't I? There we go. And pull all this right through. Okay, so pretend this is the very beginning. So I'm gonna grab another piece of duct tape. And I'm gonna tie it down. So when we do it like this, when we make our number our 4 shape, we kind of do like the way that we would read the number 4, but to do it backwards, we do it exactly like that. We do it backwards. So right now I'm just organizing my colors like I did before. So I'm gonna do yellow, purple, green, yellow, purple, green, and truly you can have any colors you want. You can have them in any order you want. You could have done it yellow, purple, purple, green, green, you know, whichever way you want. So instead of starting with this string, this yellow on this side, I'm actually gonna start with this green on this side because I want my lines to be the opposite way of what we just did. So over here, the way that we just saw it was to make the number 4 like this. Well, to do it backwards, I'm just gonna do a backwards 4 like that. So you see my purple string, and then my green went over here to make the top of the 4, like this triangle right here. I can pull it tight. And I went over the the purple. So now I'm gonna take this green, go under the purple and inside of the 4 shape. And then pull that through. And it's exactly the same stitch, the same type of knot, it's just backwards. So now I'm gonna do it because I do it twice. I'm gonna find my purple one, my green, I'm gonna do a backwards number 4. So this would be the normal way. Nope, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go under the purple and inside the middle of my 4, or my backwards 4. And then pull it through, and I still have a lot of string back here, and then just pull it tight. And so just like how we would move across all the strings on that side, we're gonna do the same thing. So now I've used my purple. So I'm going to move it aside so I've got room for my next string, and I'm gonna untangle this. So I've got my yellow is next. So with my green, the same green, because I'm gonna do a green stripe, I'm gonna make a backwards 4. I'm gonna go under the yellow and inside the middle of the 4, pull it through, and then tighten it. And then I'm gonna do the same thing, my backwards 4. Instead of pushing the string up that way, if you saw, I took my hand and I reached inside and under it so that I can just pull it through. but it's the exact same end result, just a different way of doing it. So next up is this green color, which happens to be the same color. So I'm gonna do my backwards 4, under, inside. If you watched, we have posted a tutorial for friendship bracelets, of like a more basic friendship bracelet, which uses the exact same knot, but you can see really clearly how it spirals based on the knot that you do. And because it spirals like that, depending on, like if you do your 4 this way, like my purple string right here, if you do the 4 like this, it spirals in a certain direction. But if you do it like this, it spirals in the opposite direction, because this is kind of the opposite knot. So I'm gonna do this one more time. Up tight. Oop, I almost did it the wrong way. Like this. And this is where it's really important that you can, it does not matter what type of knot you do. If you do it the normal, I mean, not the normal way, but to read it like a regular number 4, like this, or if you do the backwards 4, as long as you do it the same way, you'll get those even rows all the way across. If you start switching it back and forth, you will not end up with these diagonal lines. You might end up with a little more of a random, not quite uniform stitch. I can't say that I know what that would look like because it's considered not correct. Anyway, so we can pretend, oops, if I pull this up, what I had been doing, this is how I was doing it before with the regular number 4 like that. But if I had done it with the backwards 4 like we just did all the way down, it would actually just look like that. Okay, so now I just pulled out, this is a bracelet that I made for a different video, and it's the one that I have that's completed. The other ones, because these do take a lot of time, that they just, I haven't finished them quite yet because my wrist is a little large. And so this is one that I have that's finished, and I wanted to show you guys when you're finished, you don't really need to do anything besides around your wrist and then to tie it like that. Just tie it right here like a normal, just the way that you would double knot your shoes or something like that. If you are doing it with, oops, so I know a lot of the bracelets that we made had a loop right here instead of just doing a tail. If you had this loop right here, I would cut this excess off. So I would probably cut it right here and then just tie it around the same way that you would tie your shoes over here, but around the loop. And that's it. If you guys make a bracelet, we would love to see it. Tag Birchwood. You can email it to us or you can post it, you can tag us. We'd love to see the bracelets that you guys make. You can use all different colors, all different patterns, and just be creative.